Good morning, students. Welcome to Amazing Facts. Plants are the silent workers of our planet and they want to live and also help others to live. They have a well-developed metabolic system which includes both anabolism and catabolism. Anabolic system like photosynthesis is present in all the plants and catabolic system like respiration is also present. Plants are the green carpet of our planet. These are the soft beauties of plants. On the other hand, there are some carnivorous plants. Today in this video, we are going to see about the amazing features of the carnivorous plants. Millions of years ago, a number of plants went through a remarkable adaptation. These photosynthetic plants live in nutrition-poor environment, often lacking insufficient nitrogen, and so they evolved the capacity to supplement their diets by trapping and eating animals and insects. Perhaps the most well-known of these carnivorous plants is the Venus flytrap. Its leaves are divided into two lobes hinged along the midrib. Small hairs on each lobe are extremely sensitive to touch. When these hairs are bent, ion channels at the base of the hairs open. This generates an electrochemical reaction which then changes the cells in the midrib and allow the lobes which are held under tension to snap shut it. The leaves shut in two phases. At first, the closure is fast, but only part of the way trapping larger prey but allowing smaller, less nutritious animals to escape. If the right-sized insect is captured, the finger-like cilia that lines the top of the leaves lace together, eventually forming an airtight seal so that the plant's digestive juices don't leak out and bacteria can't get in. Over the next 5 to 12 days, the insect or this very unlucky frog is digested, after which the fly trap will open again. The next plant is Drosera. Drosera is also called sundew. Its tiny tentacle hairs glisten as though tipped with a drop of dew. But actually, in fact, it is not dew. Rather, it is mucilage secreted by the sundew's mucilaginous glands. It is a thick, sticky glue-like substance that both ensnap and digest its prey. The tentacles respond to the slightest touch, causing other tentacles to slowly bend towards the prey and downwards. The more the animals struggle, the more they are entangled in this external stomach. Some of the largest carnivorous plants employ a different, more passive strategy. Nepenthes or pitcher plants have modified leaves that acts as a pitfall traps. Sugary nectar is secreted near the pitcher's parastone or rim, drawing insects towards a slippery inner wall which causes prey to fall into it and eventually drown in the digestive juices below. In Borneo Island, 3 species of Nepenthes engage in a mutualistic relationship with a mountain tree shrew. This plant is also called potty plant because these plants looks or resembles like a toilet seats. It is also called toilet pitchers. Mutualism is the way where two organisms of different species exist in a relationship in which each individual benefits from the activity of the other. The shrew benefits from eating the nectar while the pitcher plant benefits by trapping the insects. So children, I hope you are benefited with today's information about amazing carnivorous plants. The world is yours to explore. And also, in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. So take care of yourself. Thank you.